Alright, hey guys, we're back with more Metal Gear. So, what happened last time? Yeah, we finally made it to Africa. We got our woodland camo, we got a new friend on board. So, we're ready to go get into this next mission. I think at the very end of the last mission, Miller said something about finding us an interpreter. That's kind of like a byproduct of the next mission. We have to go and find this, rescue British prisoner, Viscount. So that's our main objective, but there is also an interpreter there, and we're going to have to see if we can't get that guy on our side, because we could really use one, because as of now, we don't speak African, or whatever language they speak around here. But it don't matter to me. Let's just get into this mission. This is, unfortunately, one of the more buggier missions. There's quite a few bugs if you're going for all the tasks, so as a result, I probably won't be worrying about it too much. You also saw there I switched DD back to just regular, no trickery here. That way he can use the hold off feature, as you can see here. He now has keep him. It's the not hold off. It's like keep him busy. It's the same thing. But I didn't want him to be a killer anymore. Just more of a distraction and a helper. So that's what he's going to do for us now. Our equipment is pretty much good to go. We're going to be sticking with the woodland. That seems to be the best. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. We're going to go in at night, as the usual, and we'll get right into this mission.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
Alright, so there you go. We have our mission. We gotta follow their interpreter and find the Viscount, or Viscount, however you say. I say Viscount, he said Viscount. I've heard it both. Little column A, little column B. But it don't matter to me. I didn't mean to rhyme there either. So I hope I do okay during this walkthrough. Is that a bear? What was that over there? Did you see something over there? Oh, I was quiet there because I thought he was going to say something important. But I thought that was a bear over there. But yeah, I was saying I hope I'm okay during this walkthrough. My throat's a little bit scratchy. I think I'm coming down with a little bit sore throat, a little bit something like that. But I'm sure I'll be fine. I was just trying to make you worry about me. So if you are going for the tasks, which we aren't, but we'll give it a shot. It is a little bit glitchy, a little bit laggy. You do want to get over here as fast as you can, because the interpreter is right here, and he will kind of have a conversation. It's not an interrogation. There's a task to listen to all interrogations, and for some reason this little chat they're about to have counts.
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
Wat maak ik met them?
Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of a chat here, and we can't really understand what they're saying because they're speaking a different language, and we don't have our interpreter. But yeah, for some reason I've seen different like achievement hunters and trophy hunters say that this little conversation counts, and so you want to get over here as fast as you can to check this out. And we've listened to that. We're good to go. We can get out of here now. We don't have to stick around for anything else. You just need to get around to that one. I think there's 4 interrogations in total. If you're counting that one. So, you'll have to listen to all of those if you're going for the tasks. But, I thought I'd swing that information your way. So you're supposed to tail the guy. That's our main mission.
Business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. The situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
Alright, so as you heard there, we don't want to make any wrong moves. We want to take it easy, take it steady, don't spook nobody. So we got to stay out of sight, and we got to listen to these interrogations and follow the interpreter. So this is where they're going next. I just happened to get here because I went straight to this place because I know they're coming here. And you can see there's a prisoner here already, and this is the guy they're going to be interrogating. So we're just going to go prone here, wait for him to show up.
This is the
And he's still talking about that language thing. Like, we already know that, right? Also, if we can, we're going to be trying to rescue all the prisoners. That's also a side objective. And let me see. I'm trying to think of other side objectives. Some of the side objectives are just kind of included in the mission, like, you know, rescuing the Viscount. And then there's another one to extract a container. Like, I think there's one right there. Yeah, see, there's a container. I don't know if any container matters. Like I've said, it's kind of glitchy, and I think that, you know, the description for the task says that it doesn't really matter, or it, you know, leads you to believe it doesn't. But I've also heard some people say that it does matter, and there's like a specific crate you need to be getting that's kind of like around this area in the camp, the actual camp area. But you know, as far as that's true or not, I'm not totally sure on that. The task trophy and/or achievement is probably one of the last you're going to be getting. I know it's the last one I'm getting. I'm actually still working on it. That and that stupid turtle thing. You got to get all the animals in the game, and that turtle just refuses to show up. But you know, hey, I'm working on it. Maybe someday we'll get there. But yeah, rescue the prisoners. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, not including the Viscount. It could be 3 or 4, not including the Viscount, Viscount. I'm gonna go back and forth a whole bunch during this mix. So it looks like he finally decided to show up to his own party. This was his party, and he's gonna start interpreting, you know, or interrogating this guy with the green beret. Is going to interpret this guy with the red one is interrogator. So he's going to be doing that. Try and get you a good angle here. It's unfortunate we can't understand what they're saying, but you know, I would try. I don't speak African American. Well, that's not right. Is it just African? Because they're not African American. They're just African because we're in Africa. They have to be in America first. But I can kind of give you a guess. I can like lip read it. Oh yeah, we can understand him. He's speaking English. That's good.
I only know it was an anonymous source.
Dit was 'n anonieme bron.
Moenie my poepel vat nie.
You're not fooling anybody.
Ask any of the others. Nobody knows anything.
Hy sê jy moet die ander probeer vra.
O, so het saam 'n storie opgemaak. Dit is hoekom jy nie die Britte kan vertrou nie. Weet jy hoeveel Afrikaners sit onder die hele gelei tydens die Boereoorlog?
You made up a story with the others. You British are all liars. You know how much the Afrikaners suffered because of you in the Boer War.
That wasn't me.
Hy sê dit was nie hy nie.
Maar dit was julle wat ons verraai het.
But it was you that betrayed us.
It wasn't me. It was the Viscount.
Genoeg! As jy niks weet nie, is ons seker klaar.
Alright, so it looks like the interrogation's over, and that dude said Viscount. Miller said Viscount. So who's right, who's wrong? I want to know. So for this, I'm just going to bip this guy in the leg, and then probably, like, they'll get out of here.
Our rescue target was behind some kind of plot.
Complete.
And I'm hoping that dude actually, I got a little bit hasty there. I'm hoping, yep, there, that's not good. Because they'll probably see that guy now.
Boss, I did some digging, and it seems the target himself gave us this mission through a representative. Obviously, he couldn't contact us directly due to his predicament, but still, something about this Viscount doesn't add up.
Alright, so it looks like we got lucky there, and they actually didn't see this guy. That's extremely lucky. Let's get him out of here. Hoping I don't wake him up. So we just want to rescue this guy. Oh, this guy's nice. He said sorry for the trouble. That's very nice of him. We'll rescue this guy first. I mean, I say first, but it's really the only rescue. This guy's more being taken hostage, captured. You know, a little bit of both, I guess you could say. So now they took off in a truck.
It wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together, and the cells and interrogation rooms are separate places.
Alright, so that's some sweet information. I don't really know what we're going to do with that. But, so now we need to be heading off. They took off in a truck, like I said. We need to be heading off and trying to catch up with them, going to the next area. I know where they're going, so I'm just going to try and go. I'm going to take, like, the scenic route around towards them. So I kind of know where they're going. So we're going to be heading around this way. This is where we started from. So we're just going to be doing pretty much a big loop around here. And you got to watch this area. This area is actually populated. This hill is well populated with mines. And if you were to hit one of those, it could very well kill you. And if not kill you, it will pretty much alert everyone that you're here. So we're going to be trying to avoid that. Try and use the goggles here. Actually, DD's good for this because he can mark mines. Looks like they actually didn't set up any mines this time, but it is possible for them to do that. So we kind of lucked out there. As you can see, there's 2 containers down there. I've heard that one of those 2 containers, I think the white one, is like the one that the game likes for you to take the most when it comes to like whether you need a certain container or not for that one task. But you know, we'll see what happens. I ran into a lot of glitches where you can see the interpreters in there right now. And I've ran into glitches where he'll go in there and just never come out. Or he'll never come over here and interrogate these 2 prisoners over here, because these are supposed to be the 2 prisoners he goes for next. So, you know, I've ran into a lot of problems with that. But we're going to see what we can do. We're going to try our best to work everything out. And hopefully we don't totally screw everything up. I'm going to head over here into the bushes, and our camo should help with this. We got a pretty good spot here to just chill and wait. I'm sure this guy, yeah, he's just going to go back that way. He won't see us. So if we're lucky, he'll come over here and interrogate these people. If not, then we'll just keep on going. I'm not going to try and go for the task. We'll just rescue these 2 prisoners and maybe even take out the interpreter and then head over for the or no, we'll leave him, but then we'll head over to like the next spot where they're going. But what I like to do here, it looks like he's not coming over here. He might be. He's about to hit a fork in the road right there. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be a Debbie Downer, not play along. So what I like to do is just, you know, you can bip all these guys in the leg. We'll get that guy in the anus because he's not wearing any body armor. And they'll just go to sleep here in a minute. And you want to keep your eye on them though, because if you wait too long, they'll actually just kill the prisoners. So you need to, yeah, there we go. Okay, they're good. So they're gonna start falling asleep and should be okay. They're down for the count. It's good to go. We'll get this guy too. We'll bip him in the leg or something. Or no, he's just wearing a hat. He's not wearing anything important, so we'll just let him go too. I can't really see this guy. I might be able to. I can't really bip him from here. I'm gonna try though to get this guy. Miss. Alright, got him. Alright, now that guy's asleep. He might hear us, he might not. I'm not gonna be too worried about it. This guy's coming up, so you want to stick to the shadows here. And when he comes up here, we'll just bip him too. Oh, he didn't even see us really. He saw his teammates were down. We bipped him through the fence, so we're good to go. So now we just need to get everybody out of here. So, yeah, there's an example of it kind of glitching up. I think it's a glitch, or either just maybe I did something wrong, but for whatever reason, that's the same kind of problems I've been having when I go for the tasks on this mission, is that...
Wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target. This most recent prisoner wasn't the target either, but we did learn the target's field of movement.
So he didn't really say anything interesting, but I'll let him talk anyway, I guess. Oh, this dude's up here. What's this guy doing? Let's see if we can get in range of this guy and take him out before he gets any wise ideas. So, yeah, that's some of the glitches I've kind of walked into. Is, you know, he just he doesn't come and interrogate those 2 for whatever reason sometimes. But hey, we'll pet dog meat and we'll let it slide this time. We'll just go back to our original task of trying to find the Viscount. Get back out our regular weapon, should we need it. I'm not sure if this guy's going to notify anyone about the prisoners being gone or whatnot. I don't really care. If he does, though,
Analysis complete.
But we do want to go in here. There is something in this house right in front of me that I do want to be getting. Oh, this dude's coming. Oh gosh, minor interruption there. I had to eat a pocky stick. Oh, that dude's definitely gonna hear something. But no big deal. No big deal. We're actually running low on the silencer. I might just stop going for guys for a minute here. I left that guy up there in the camp, didn't I? Or no, we got him, I think. If not, it's no big deal. Alright, so you can actually crawl under the house in here, and we'll go and we'll do this. We'll take these supplies, and as you can see, there's a document here. Those are always useful in blueprints.
This is a list of prisoner detainment locations.
The map has been updated.
Alright, so as you can see there, we got prisoner locations, which is definitely useful. So this is where we now know where the Viscount is. He's there, and there's the interpreter. And he goes back that way, and then, you know, they're going to be moving the Viscount to this building where he's going to be interrogated by the, oh, here comes this guy, where he's going to be interrogated by the interpreter, or interrogator. So, we're going to head that way and try and meet them there. Because as you can see, they're heading that way. Even though we did kind of screw things up a little bit here, I think we should be okay. Yeah, he is still making his way over that way, so that's good. I'm just going to string... I want to take these containers with us, because this is a task, and we'll try our best to get the rest of the task. You know, no guarantee or anything like that, but we'll work on it. We'll give it our best shot. One thing that can happen with the Viscount that's also kind of a bummer is that he can get free. He'll sometimes glitch up, and the guard will just like not follow him or escort him, I guess you could say, to the next interrogation spot. And that'll kind of register as him getting free, and then if he gets free and then gets seen, they'll shoot him on sight and he'll die and you'll fail the mission. You know, and that's actually a possibility right now that I'm risking by not going over there just to find him. But that is kind of what we're doing. We're going to head over there. We're not going to rescue him unless we need to. You know, if he's got a guard with him, then you know you're good to go. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to head over into that direction and make sure everything's good to go so we can at least hear the last interrogation, even though we won't get the task. I'm hoping that guy, nobody's close enough to hear us driving around. I've heard some people say that turning off the lights on the truck helps out, but I've never really noticed a difference. I think I might park the car here and get out. Or jump out. Yeah, it looks like I see some movement over there, I think. Maybe a little bit. When we get close, DD will mark them for us on our HUD and maps, so that's good. Just another reason to have him around. He's real good at what he does, which is espionage and doggy-related activities. So yeah, okay, looks like we're doing good here. He does have the guard with him, and they're heading out to the next interrogation spot. We also got a task for that. I think finding the Viscount is maybe a task or something. So, you know, there you go. Like I said, some of the tasks, there's 7. Some of them are just like ones you'll get by doing the mission. You know, you have to get those to even complete it. You know, like obviously our mission would be a bust if we didn't find the Viscount and he got killed or something like that. Which is probably a possibility if you waited too long. You know, sometimes you might want to use a phantom cigar for all this waiting, because as you can see, like the interpreter's walking, Viscount's walking. There's a lot of waiting, just waiting for them to get from A to B. But you got to be careful with that, because you know if you smoke on the phantom cigar for too long, you know, he could just very well die, and then you're screwed. No good there. So the woodland camo's still working for us here, but since we got some water, this would be a really good, swampy. I think it's called wet work camo. You could use that, which is kind of basically like watery terrain, kind of swampy terrain. So, wet work, I'd say. There's some red soil areas that'd be good, and then maybe some, probably the woodland's the best. I've always found the woodland to be the best. If you're not just going with a straight up stealth suit or something like that, then, just go with woodland. So, yeah, what's new? Because we do have time on our hands. So I recently heard that, Christian Bale was, maybe, I don't know if he was on the set or not of, Batman vs. Superman, but he was talking with an interview on someone saying that, he saw Ben Affleck in action, and he was saying that he wishes he was a better, he wishes he was a better Batman when he was Batman. And I was thinking, hey, don't say that, man. You were an awesome Batman. I mean, to be honest, I think Christian Bale might be, so far, I haven't seen, too much of Ben Affleck outside the trailers, but, he's probably the best Batman in my opinion. I'm not a big, was it George Clooney and, dang it, George Clooney was one, and then Michael Keaton was one, and they're okay, but those movies aren't really one of my favorites. Also, didn't mean to stand up there. I have a big problem with that. But yeah, so, and The Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, those are probably one of my favorite movies. The Dark Knight probably is up there, top 5, top 3 maybe, one of my favorite movies. That and the second Captain America movie was Winter Soldier. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. And what else is new? I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I heard something about the Suicide Squad. It's just a little theory people are putting out there. That kind of correlates with the trailers of the Batman vs. Superman, where it's you see Robin's outfit, and it's kind of Robin's not around, his outfit's all beat up, and it's got spray paint on it. Some people are speculating that in the Suicide Squad movie, they're kind of going to take a Batman Beyond spin on it, where Tim Drake got infused with Joker DNA, and it was part of the Joker's last plan before he died. And then the Joker kind of came back as Tim Drake. He
took over Tim Drake's body. And if you ask me, I'm actually hoping at this point they roll with that. That seems like a way better plot than them just saying that, oh yeah, the Joker has gold teeth and tattoos and he's a skinny little spit now, just like that. So I'd prefer that. I thought Batman Beyond's movie was a good movie. I like Batman Beyond. His name's Terry McGinnis. What's not to love? He wasn't the best fighter, I'll admit that. In fact, he's probably the worst fighter of all the people to ever go in and out of the Batcave and to be associated with Batman. But hey, what are you gonna do? At least he's got all them sweet gadgets. He can fly. He's got futuristic batarangs. He's got upgraded detective vision. All kinds of sweet stuff is going on there. So it looks like I stalled long enough. The interrogation's finally ready to begin. Hopefully, unless they're just gonna sit here and stare at each other the whole time. I'm not really sure what they're doing now. I'm just kind of ghosting them over here, creeping on them. We're the same sex, so it's okay. We're all male here, so no big deal. What is going on here? I'm wondering if I should just. Okay, he's leaving, so maybe. No, he's not leaving. Is he? Is he not? Is he not? Does he? Alright, so I've wasted some time here trying to see if I could get them to move, and they're not. I think they're glitched up. Like I said, this mission's a little bit glitchy. It's not hard to complete. We're just gonna, pretty much my go-to is just go in there, bip, 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 and then rescue the Viscount. But when it glitches up like this, which it pretty much does every time you play the mission,
it makes getting them tasks really hard. But you know, luckily we're just trying to complete the game. We're not going for any like task stuff. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna actually wonder maybe like a stun grenade. Nah, that'd be too loud. Probably just bip some guys, bip him in the face or something. I can't really see. See, look, they don't react to anything. I even threw magazines in there. Like, this is how I know they're glitched, because they just don't even react to anything that we're doing. Like, I wonder if I could lure them.
The map has been updated.
You know, they kind of react to that. That's kind of nice, I guess. But they don't even care that I knocked that guy out. Like, they looked and then they just, like, immediately gave up. They're like, oh, you know, screw it, whatever. So, we're just going to go in here.
Presence detected. The map has been
So we'll bip this guy, grab this guy, knock him out, and then let's go ahead and get out of here. Now the problem is we got to get everybody out of here. Which one's the interpreter? You can tell it's the question mark guy. We can't tell what his skill is. Oh wait, this guy's a question mark too. Well, I don't remember him having shorts. I think it was the green beret guy. I want to say this guy's important. So we'll come back for that diamond, and I guess we'll also come back for the Viscount. Hopefully we don't get seen by anybody. So I'm just going to bring everybody out here. I'm going to switch to non-lethal. I don't want to risk my suppressor breaking mid-fire and then everybody hearing what's going on. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. We're basically going to put them all in a big pile behind the house here. And string them all up. Should work okay. This guy's gonna be a total douche and come up here and investigate. I mean, like, why? But, that's okay. We'll just tell, Dee Dee to get him. Oh, what's this? This guy, I can't believe this guy don't see me already. Like, what an idiot. We'll dip him in the face, get him out of here. I don't want to have to worry about it anymore. These two guys, man, come on. You guys are making everything real complicated. We'll have Dee Dee grab somebody that should help out a little bit. Oh, get him. There we go. We'll get this guy. You gotta start stringing these guys up before they start waking up. You don't want that. So we'll go in here and we'll get this guy out of here. It sucks that we have to pick all these guys up and then get them out of here. I sometimes like to take a shortcut, throw them out the window, but it's often a little bit too hard to do. So it is possible. Here, I'll at least try and prove it to you. We'll line it up here, and then yeah, it's a little bit weird, but you know, it works. So we'll grab the diamond because this is the last time we're coming into this area. And we should be good to go. I think I think we can use, yeah, he's not wounded, so we can just string him up. And then I have an extraction plan already set up for us. I already know how we're getting out of here. So we'll just get him out of here, get him out of here. You don't want no witnesses. Witnesses are bad. We should be able to get this guy out of here without having to move him. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now all we need to do is get out of here. Which I'm just going to do by going right over here. And we're not leaving through this building. I just want to make sure there's nothing interesting in the building. What we're going to do is we're going to extract through a crate. I don't know if we've shown this or not. But this is one of my favorite ways to extract when you're behind enemy lines. It's probably like the only way really to be extracting through enemy lines. So you basically put a balloon on here, you keep holding the Y button, and then there you go. He'll hold on, and then we get zipped up with the container, and there you go. It's as simple as that. So besides all of the glitching that went on there, we did okay. We did okay. I managed to talk us through most of the boring parts. And man, Mother Base leveled up like 14 times there. Like every department got an upgrade. Got all kinds of stuff to be developing. And let's see what we got. I'm thinking like an A. Yeah, he usually says the same thing with for each grade, and that's usually like an A saying. Our time wasn't super great, but we weren't going for S or anything like that. I mean, I could have if I wanted to, but I was just there for the money.
Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Side
Boss,
options.
one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.